1, 2, 3. Bam. Good. Slips. We have to stay in motion the whole time. Jab, jab, slip, slip, slip. You can do this. I'm not saying that you can't. There's opportunity for me to. Whereas if you go like this, right, you can see you control that side completely. Post. Good job. So if you guys don't believe me, watch George Foreman. He does this all the time. George Foreman versus Joe Frazier, one of my favorite film studies. Very easy to see all of these techniques directly. And as soon as you turn back, you're ready to fight. I'm not ready to work. You're not fighting fair. I'm in front of you, but you're not in front of me. We don't want to fight fair.
As he wants it, so be. As he wants it, so be.
All right, guys. So the fighting stance, right? We're gonna have our hands up. We're just gonna do front guard, normal front guard. This is really good. The feet are they're not on a skateboard. That's the main thing, right? You have one foot on the left, one foot on the right. Okay, not too far apart, not too close. Just right here is fine. Knees are bent, and this heel in the back is up, right? This heel in the back is up, and you notice that both feet are generally facing the same direction. And the reason why is because when you turn this out, right, it doesn't give you much. Okay, it's not going to give you more power. In fact, it's actually going to make your right hand a lot slower. Okay, you can turn your right hand over right here. Boom. Okay, so there's no reason really to point this outward like this unless you're doing a different style. Now, if you're doing a different style, okay, it depends on what your purpose is. But we're doing our basic stance. So, basic stance is here. Step forward. Okay, does the front foot first. Back. Good. And there's the back foot first. Left foot first. Right foot first. Very easy. This is all normal stuff, right? But I'm also going to call something called pivot out. And the outside of your body is going to be your backside. If I say out, it's always your backside. So if you're southpaw, it doesn't matter. You go towards your back. Ready? Pivot out. Yes. Pivot out again. Pivot out again. Pivot out. One thing to notice, the difference on this with pivot out and outside pivot is he doesn't move this front foot. Pivot out. Pivot in. That's outside pivot. Pivot in.
Pivot in.
Yeah. Yeah. Pivot in. There you go. Doesn't move the front foot, and he pivots towards his belly button, towards the inside of his body. Ready? Pivot in. Pivot in. Pivot in. Good job. Good job. So now pivot out. Pivot in. Okay, so we know already. Forward, backwards, left, and right. Pivot in. Pivot out. We can just drill that for level 1. This is our level 1 footwork drill, okay? Forward. Back. Back. No jumping. Just walk. Forward. Nice and easy. Walk it out. Forward. Back. Back. Slow it down. Let's go with me. Ready? Keep your feet at a comfortable distance. You don't want to be too wide. Ready? Forward. Forward. Back. Back. Forward. Right. Left. Right. Left. Nice and easy. Pivot in. That's out. Pivot in. Good job. Pivot in. Pivot in. Pivot out. Pivot out. Forward. Forward. Right. Left. Pivot out. Pivot out. Pivot in. Pivot out. Forward. Forward. Right. Left. Challenging your agility just a little bit, right? I want you to be really comfortable with walking like this. Super, super comfortable. Now, outside pivot. Now, this is where we're going to start moving the front foot. Ready? Outside and pivot. Ready? Outside, pivot. Don't go too far. Outside, pivot. Outside, pivot. Good job. Inside, you step in. You're going to cross your feet a little bit on this one, right? And usually that's a mistake, but the distance that you do this at, it's not so bad, right? Because if I'm here, let's face this way. No, come here. Come here. Face me. Ready? If I'm here and you do inside pivot from there, I'm going to see you inside and I'm going to hit you, right? You cross your feet, you don't have any balance. But if we're here on the inside, bum, 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 and you do it inside, boom. You see how I'm stuffed on this side. You have your hand up. You can control me. And as soon as you turn back, you're ready to fight. I'm not ready to work. You're not fighting fair, right? I'm in front of you, but you're not in front of me. We don't want to fight fair. That's how we want to do. You got me? Okay, so that's how what I want you to think about when you're doing inside pivot. I don't want you to on the outside, you know, right, doing these big movements. If you're on the outside, just walk right, man. Just walk right. Just don't bother crossing your feet or doing anything crazy on the outside like that. You got me?
I got you.
Okay. So let's face the front here. Ready? Outside pivot. Inside pivot. Okay, now we're gonna pivot in. Ready? Pivot in.
Okay.
There you go. Pivot out. Pivot out. Pivot in. Pivot out. Pivot in. Forward. Backwards. Right. Right. Left. Right. Forward. Forward. Backwards. Outside pivot. Inside pivot. Pivot out. Pivot in. Okay. So you want to drill that, guys, 2 rounds, both stances, right? You do one stance, do the other stance. Ready? Left stance. Everything's the same. It's going to be awkward for him. He doesn't practice this very much, but that's why we're getting started. Ready? Forward. Back. Left. Right. Pivot out. The front foot stays.
Okay.
Pivot out. Pivot in. Good. Outside. Pivot. Inside. Pivot. You got it. You got it. You just want to mix that up and get really comfortable with doing that. So you drill that for 2 rounds. You do one in, orthodox or right stance and one in left stance.
Okay.
Just to get started. Just to play around. Now, we want to get to level 2. So level 2, we're going to start posting. We're going to start to use our hands. And the reason that I like this one is because this is, let's go to right stance. Keep it comfortable for you, okay? So the reason I like this one is because when you post like this, you're actually, like, your basic, all of your strength is based in your legs. You got me? Mm-hmm. Right? It's not about your arms. You stiff arm them, yes, but it's about your base. Because if you go like this, if I go like this and I try to stop you, but like I'm on my tippy toes, go push me, push. You see how you're pushing me back? Mm-hmm. You're already pushing back, okay?
It wasn't your toes.
Yeah, I was up on my tippy toes and not basing my. Now I'm gonna do it again. All right, go ahead. All right, I'm not even trying. I'm not trying at all because I have my knees bent. I have my foot turned the right way. Mm-hmm. Right, I have the ball of my foot engaged so that I can turn over for a punch or anything that I want. So that's why I teach you guys post next in this drill, right? So for level 2. So ready? You're facing the front here, right? So when you post, I want you to post on my shoulder, but I want to feel it, right? It should hurt my shoulder. Just like, like Barry Robinson, if you guys know him, he wants you to he wants his shoulder to be sore. So go back. Boom. No, harder. Yeah, super rude. Yes, super rude like that. And hold it. Good. Boom. Okay, so that's post, right? That's post. And then rear post. Okay. Rear post. One more time. Rear post. Good. Post. Rear post. Post. Rear post. And we got one more. Double post. Okay. Double post is both hands at the same time. Right? Ready? Double post. Double post. Right? From the side. Come. Face me. Ready? Post. Rear post. Double post. Good job. So if you guys don't believe me, watch George Foreman. He does this all the time. George Foreman versus Joe Frazier, one of my favorite film studies. Very easy to see all of these techniques directly. As well as the turns. Right? So the turns are actually level 3. So let's save it. Ready? Face the front. Post. Rear post. Outside pivot. Inside pivot. Inside pivot. Forward. Backwards. Forward. Left. Left. Right. Right. Do it slower. Left. Right. Forward. Backwards. Backwards. Forward. Left. Outside pivot. Pivot in. Good. Pivot out. Pivot in. Post. Rear post. Pivot out. Post. That one. Rear post. Double post. Good. You can bring it back. Just hold it for about a second. Got me? Double post. Pivot out. Good. Outside pivot. Perfect. Okay, so we got our level 2 moves, right? All right, so let's advance to our level 3. You notice we haven't done any punches yet, right? No punches. There's a reason for that. All right, so face front. All right, so you have posts and you have rear posts. Now, I also want to turn people. And when you here, face this way, you can see. So you can see what you do with this elbow. So I'm going to have you pivot out and turn me. So what I'm going to say for that is turn them out. That's the call, right? We have calls: forward, backwards, left, and right. Easy. Pivot in, pivot out. Easy. Outside pivot, inside pivot. Okay. Now this one, right? And post and rear post and double post. Easy. Now this one, turn them and go out. There you go. Going to the outside of the body. Now you look at what he's doing with the elbow, right? I want you to hook behind there. There you go. More with the wrist like this. If you guys see here, right? Boom. Like that. Instead of the fingers. Good. Turn them out. Good. Turn them out. The key here is not pushing the opponent, but pulling them. You don't want them to get far away from you. You just want them to get to a bad angle, right? Turn them out. Good. Right? Turn them out. There we go. Because if I end up too far away, then you can't hit me. Turn them in. So you see, he used the other hand, right? If you cross over here, it's kind of dangerous. You can do this. I'm not saying that you can't. I'm just saying there's opportunity for me to, you see post on here? Whereas if you go like this, right, you can see you control that side completely. So if you cross over, just know that you are in danger if the other person knows what they're doing. But right now, he's doing the right hand for this side. That's turn them in, turn them out. Turn them in. Good. Pivot out. Post. Rear post. Good. Turn them in. Turn them in. Good. Turn them out. Post. Rear post. Post. Good. Forward. Back. Left. Right. Right. Outside pivot. Outside pivot. There we go. Outside pivot. 2 steps. Outside pivot. 2 steps. That's right. Inside pivot. That's 2 steps. Good. Now pivot in. 1 step. In. Pivot in. Post. Rear post. Double post. Double post. Turn them out. So you want to transition to this one. Come here. So we do double post. Boom. Boom. You see how like I don't boom, come back and then reach out, right? I'm gonna boom, boom. Right? Ready? Double post, turn them out. Double post, turn them out. Boom, boom. Good. Post, turn them in. Actually, you had it opposite. We both had that wrong. So double post, turn them out, go to the outside. There you go. Double post, turn them out. Do it correctly. Good. Double post, turn them in. There we go. Now post, turn them in. Yes, sir. Post, turn them in. Good. Rear post, turn them out. You see? You see? I'm challenging your agility.
When I do the rear, I gotta go here.
That's right.
When I do the left, I gotta go here.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. So you're doing good. So that's level 1, 2, and 3 of this drill, right? I want you guys to add all that together and then drill it at whatever level that you're comfortable with. If you can only do just the footwork, which is what everyone needs to do it. If you can do the footwork with the pivots and the outside pivots, inside pivots, so you can start moving around a lot more, do it.
Mommy,
add the post.
What is the post for?
The post is for creating distance and control. So if I'm starting to move my head, or I start look, let's say I'm Joe Frazier. I'm gonna roll under and I'm gonna throw a big left hook at you. Right. So if you catch me while I'm still down here, boom, right? I'm not coming up here comfortably, especially if you double post like George Foreman did.
Okay.
Double post. He went like this, boom. When he went under, like this, boom. He couldn't get up at all, and then he pushed him out too. Pushed him out to zone 3. Boom, boom. And you're not supposed to shove people in boxing, right? But you can create space. You can create space with this. That's generally the rules. They'll allow you to do that.
That's not illegal, right?
Yeah, shoves, yes. If you shove, which George Foreman actually did do a lot in his fight against Frazier, which could have been called, but it wasn't. And it's the pros. Then yeah, but if you do this, that's gonna get called likely, most likely. But here, boom, right? You could say, hey, I was throwing a punch and it didn't land, so I let it go and then threw something else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you.
That's how it works, basically. Very important move to learn first, but we learn it as a form of control. The first thing I want to teach you is how to walk through the garden of death, right? You're here fighting, and you want to walk through with happy confidence. Just happy confidence. You're here, boom, boom, you're catching punches, you're slipping, but all starts with your feet, right? Okay, so we'll go over our defense, and we'll do another one for hand defense, slips, rolls, and all that stuff, but we'll do that later. So now we're going to do our gallop drill. Now, when you do a gallop, of course, you teeter a little bit forward, right? And then you just catch up. Gallop one time. Good, that's one gallop. Good job. You're keeping your feet apart, right? Instead of putting them together like this, right? You keep your feet apart. Boom, not too high, not too low. And you stay down and ready to fight as soon as you're done. Ready? Gallop forward. Good. Now, gallop backwards. I see you jump back. There you go. You teeter backwards. Good. You're on your toes. That's right. You're on your toes, but you're still low. That's the secret. You're on your you're on your toes, but you're still low. That way you can work somebody. Because think about it like this, right? If you hurt somebody, I just did a film study with one of my students. He threw a punch, and the girl that he was sparring with had started backing up, and he ran at her, trying to get her. And I was like, do not gallop. Just gallop instead. If you gallop, you would have caught up to her, and if she tried to throw a counter, you're ready. Boom, boom. You got me? Like, you're ready to go to work, and you're always catching up to her, no matter how slow you seem, because look at this, right? We're just constantly moving forward. And going backwards. Going backwards, you get to set a trap. Because you're ready, right? Look, if you're in your fighting stance here, right? And you want somebody to come forward, look, I'm staying forward, you see me? Oh, boom, 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 right? I can throw something immediately, just change my whole temperature, right? Out of nowhere. So that's the magic of a gallop. Now, the way that we want to practice it is we want to explore all of those different items, those different things that we can do from these gallops. So, this forward, right here, you're going to gallop forward 4 times. Right? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Do it backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now, did you know you can gallop left? 2, 3, 4. Good. To the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. So now we're going to take it down. We're going to take it to 3 because this drill was called 3x3.
Okay.
All right. So go 1, 2, 3 forward. 1, 2, 3, and to the left. 1, 2, 3, and back. 1, 2, 3, and right. 1, 2, 3. Now, here's the thing about this one. Okay, we have to stay in motion the whole time. So it looks like this. Ready? Watch my feet and where I pause, because I don't. Right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. My heel didn't touch the ground once. Heel didn't touch the ground once. I didn't stop. I transitioned from here to here. It's just, just forward to the left. Like, that's easy. But when you come here, you're going to the side, you transition. That's easy. That's probably the only pause you could call. It's not really a pause. You're still moving. Okay, so give it a try. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Back. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Boom. There you go. Get that transition. Yes. Much better. Yes. Much, much better. Okay, time. So now what we want to do, okay, we're going to add something to forward and backwards. We're going to add jab. Okay? as you come down. Jab, jab, jab. Go. Jab, jab, jab. Now go left. No jab. No jab. Don't worry about jab. Just gallop. And then backwards. Jab, jab, jab. Good. And you'll do it as you come down. Boom, boom, boom. You got me? Boom, boom, boom. To the right. And to the forward. Boom, boom. To the left. And backwards. Boom. Good job. Good job. So now what I want to add, right? I know I'm already adding more. This is level 2. Level 1 is just the gallops. You can go in both directions in both stanzas. Level 2, we add the jab and we add defense. Now, defense, where do we add it? When we go left and right. You got me? So if I'm going to the right, I can slip, slip, slip. Look, I slip both directions, even though I'm galloping to the right. Slip, slip, slip. Yeah. You can roll, right? You can boom, slip, catch, right? I did a roll, a slip, and then a head catch, right? You can do whatever defense you want, but if we're just getting started, let's keep it simple. Just do slips. Just do 3 slips. So we go slip, 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 jab, 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 slip, 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 jab, jab, jab. You got me? Okay. Give it a try. Move up, move up, move up. Move up, move up, move up. Yeah, right about here. That's too close. That's close. That's too close. That's too close. Ready? Start going left right here. Defense. Slip, slip, slip. Go back. Go right. Slip, slip, slip. Jab, jab, jab. Slip, slip, slip. Jab, jab, jab. On rhythm, on rhythm, on rhythm. Boom, 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 boom. All right, your feet's going to hit. So let's go together. Ready? We'll go 1, 2, 3, and boom, 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 boom. It's a little bit better. Good. Don't turn your head. Keep your head facing the front. Yeah, there you go. Don't forget the jabs. Boom, boom, 3 jabs backwards. 1, 2, 3. You're a little late on the jabs. We'll work on that. Okay, but that's the drill. You got me? Now, we have another drill level, right? We have level 3 of this drill. Level 3 of this drill, what you're going to do is when you get up here to this first corner, right, you're going to throw 2, 3, pivot in. 3, 2, pivot out. 2, 2, 3. Now, pivot in, you remember. Now, 3, 2, pivot out. And then start galloping left. And go backwards. And then from that corner, you're also going to do the same thing. 2, 3, pivot in. 3, 2, pivot out. You got, to the right. Come right. Come back. Forward. Jabs. Jab, jab. 2, 3. Bam, bam, pivot. Bam, bam. Good. Slip, slip, slip. No, to the left. You forgot your slips. Ready? Boom, 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 bam, bam. Bam, bam, lost my balance. Boom, 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 bam, 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 boom, 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 bam, 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 bam. You got me?
That looks sharp, man.
No, that was very sloppy.
No, like, it looked beautiful. It looked like in the rhythm and all,
Flow. Yeah. Rhythm and flow. Yes, this is what I want for you. Move up. Ready? 3, 2. Good. And you're going to go left. And then backwards. Come back in. Come back over here. Come back. A little bit more. A little bit more. Right there. Okay, so now step back. Okay. Right, start right here. Go. Jab, jab, jab forward.
Jab, jab forward, yeah?
Go forward.
Okay.
Gallop. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. Pivot in. 3, 2. Pivot out. Good. Slip to the left. Go, go, go. Boom, boom, boom. Backwards. Jab, jab, jab. 2, 3. Pivot in. 3, 2. Pivot out. And then slips to the right. Good. And we want to put that together. Right? Go. Jab, jab, jab. 2, 2, 3. Now start. Yeah, 2, 3 from here. Jab backwards. 2, 3. Pivot in. 3, 2. Pivot out. All right. Let's try it together. Ready?
Okay.
Sorry. Or here's fine. Doesn't matter. Okay. Ready? Okay. Gallop forward with the jab. 1, 2, 3. Ha, ha. Bam, bam. Good. Slips. 1, 2, 3. Backwards. 2, 3. Bam, bam. Bam, bam. Slips. Slip. Slip. There you go. Now forward. Yes. Good, good, good. Time. So that is our 3x3 drill at our basic level. Okay, so this is just as it is right now. Those 1, 2, and 3, right? You can practice that and get your coordination, but this gets a lot deeper. You got stance changes. You got direction changes. You got pivots. I'm here, right? I'm going here. Boom, 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 and I stay here, doing defense forward now. Right, I can do jabs to the side. Boom, 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 boom. The second combination, right? So it's 3, 2, bam, pivot out with a post. 2, 3, pivot in. Even the combinations, it's more than just a 2, 3, really, right? It's a 2 to the chest, really, and then it's a 3 here. So I come down a little bit, like boom. I come here now. Let's say you roll under. Now, if you roll under, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pivot in and turn your head, right? So here, boom, boom, I turned your head, and then I'm going to hit you to pick you up, boom, and then 2. But you dodge this one too. You go this way, boom. So now I'm going to turn out. You see? I'm practicing how to pivot out and pivot in on these techniques just in case I miss them. All right, so if I throw 2, 3, you dodge, boom, 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 right? And then I'm back to defense. I'm back to galloping. All right, that's what I want you to visualize when you do this, okay? All right, so that's our gallop. That's our 3x3 drill. What do you think of that one?
As he wants it, so be it. As he wants it, so be it. As he wants it.